Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode of the $5 Thrift Challenge. I started this challenge with $5 in my pocket. I bought one single item from the thrift store, then I resold that piece for profit. I took that profit and reinvested it into buying more items from the thrift store, from garage sales, from estate sales, and I've done that over and over again until we've gotten to the point where we're at today, where we have over $7,000 in profit that I've made from a single $5 investment, and we have hundreds of pieces that I have thrifted and sold and are currently in the process of selling. So it's been quite a fun adventure. And each week we go thrifting. I add some more pieces into the challenge in the hopes of hitting our goal of $10,000. And we also give you an update of what things have sold from the challenge. So let's talk about what things sold since the last time I saw you. So summer is a notoriously difficult time for resellers. We call it the summer slowdown for a reason. A lot of people are on vacation or they have time to go thrifting for themselves. And the pieces that you sell in summer are generally lighter weight and smaller in size than things you would sell in the winter, like a coat, which would sell for more money. So summer is really hard for resellers. So if you are struggling right now with reselling, no, you are not alone. My numbers are down too. It's just how it goes. It's a cyclical process for sure, reselling. But that being said, I do have quite a few good sales to share with you guys. The first one was this Eileen Fisher, this blue linen dress that I just picked up, a week or two ago. I went to the Salvation Army in Royal Oak, Michigan, and I picked this up. I believe I paid like $12 or something for this. Maybe it was $15, but it sold really quickly for my full asking price of $65. I think it sold on Poshmark, and from $65, we make $52 heading back into our running challenge bank. Then I sold the vintage James World dress I picked up at a local thrift store just near me in my area. It was having, I think, like a 65% off sale for their clothing, and it sold for $45. I think it also sold on Poshmark. From $45, we make $36 heading into the challenge bank. Then the vintage pair of Carhartt kids overalls, I sold these. I picked these up in that estate sale where I found all of the random cool designer pieces. And then I went dumpster diving after that estate sale. I found that pair of vintage Carhartt overalls, and these sold for $18. I think on Poshmark again. From $18, make $14.40. And I've been selling a lot of vintage kids clothing lately. It has really been doing well for me, especially on Depop. This is my first vintage kids clothing piece I've sold on Poshmark in a long time, but things have been doing really well for the vintage kids clothing. I just think that people are really looking for that, so I would totally be picking it up if I were you and found something. Then the next piece is another vintage kids clothing piece. I sold this one on Depop though. This is the vintage Tinkerbell kids shirt. It was this purple shirt that I found in the bins, so I paid less than $1 for this. And it said nature needs a helping hand on it. Super cute. Very much so like 90s Y2K kind of style. But it sold for $25 on Depop. Somebody offered me that and I said, okay, for sure. From $25, we make $23.66, which is an amazing profit. I have sold this piece, a Dora Explorer piece, a Curious George piece. I found them all at the same time in the bins, and they've been selling really well for me, each one for $25. So I think that's great. And then the last piece I sold since last week is this beautiful House of Harlow. This blue one-shoulder dress is gorgeous. It'd be perfect for a wedding guest. And it sold for $65 on Poshmark. From $65, we make $52 heading into the challenge bank, which is just perfect. I have no other sales to share with you, but with that last sale, we just squeaked by, and now we have $8,035.91 in the challenge bank. Give yourselves a round of applause, please, because you guys have been what has been making it this journey possible. I appreciate you guys. Also, $8,000. That is life-changing for somebody. If you think that you cannot sell and you don't have the money to invest, just do $5. $5. Buy one item. I've been doing this challenge for less than a year and I've made enough money in profit. I could have stopped by now and just let everything I have already just keep selling, and then we'd be, past $10,000 soon. I wouldn't have to keep buying more. But instead I do that just because I feel like I'm still adding to it until we hit 10,000. But if you needed to do this to supplement your income, you could totally stop already and you would have sales rolling in from these pieces that we've already been buying and finding together. Anyways, I'll get off my little soapbox, but if you need extra money, this is a great way to do it. Learn, research, listen to other people who do the reselling, watch YouTube videos like these. These will help you know what to pick up. So that's what we're starting with today. We have $8,000 in our challenge bank, and I like to spend $100 or less in each of our thrifting adventures. Sometimes I spend a lot more than that, but I'm hoping to keep it around that today. We are heading to the bins, a much requested place for me to go thrifting. It's been a while since I've been to the bins, but we're heading there today. I'm actually meeting a subscriber there turned friend, and we're gonna go thrifting together today. I think it's gonna be super fun. My bins are the Salvation Army bins. They don't have Goodwill bins around here, but the Salvation Army bins where everything is $1.89 per pound. They only have clothing and shoes, and then shoes are $3.49 per pair. So that's what we're heading into. Let's roll up our sleeves. I need to like do some stretches, bring a snack, bring some water because this is gonna be a long day. So hopefully we get a cart, but let's go to the bins together, okay? We're back. It's been a while, but we're back. So I'm here with my subscriber turned friend, and she was so sweet and got me a cart. Guys, this never happens to me. I brought the Hulkin. Obviously, I had to bring the Hulkin. I've been using this Hulkin for everything. I went to the farmer's market, took the Hulkin. So even if I had just the Hulkin, it'd be okay. But oh my gosh, the luxury of a cart, I can't even describe to you. Okay, let's start. The shoe rotation is a little bit slow today. They're not ready. So I think I'm going to jump into maybe some clothing bins, see if there's any throwbacks. And we'll start here. Fun, first off. So cute. See this little bear shirt? Yes, please. In the cart. So in the throwbacks, but embroidered. Super cool. Look at the buttons. Absolutely amazing. Vintage. That is absolutely amazing. So excited about that. We're getting ready to do the shoe flip. I found a few things in those clothing bins just real quick. Tell me why I'm still thinking about that vintage Phantom of the Opera sweatshirt. So cool. I'm so excited. There's something on the other side of the bin, so I couldn't show my full excitement. That is one of the coolest things I found in a long time. So jazzed. Enjoy some ASMR of me digging through the shoe bins while I take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Vendoo. Vendoo is a cross-listing software that I have been using for years now, and they've partnered with me for years now. They've been a constant supporter of my channel, but I use Vendoo to cross-list all of my items. So when in the beginning of each of these videos you hear me talking about something that's sold on Poshmark versus eBay versus Depop, I am listing the same exact item. I'm just putting it on multiple different platforms, and then the item sometimes sells on one platform over another. Some platforms kind of have a different audience than others, but I find that to really maximize my profits, if I list on all of the different websites that I sell on, then I can sell things more quickly and usually for more money too. And I use Vendoo to do that. And as soon as something sells on one of my sites, Vendoo will automatically take it down from my other sites as well. So that way I don't have to worry about selling something twice. That is always a fear of mine. And I use them to white out my backgrounds for my cover images. And they also are always rolling out with all of these new options of things that you can do. They have an AI built in that you can use to help you write your descriptions. There's so many different cool features on Vendoo. And as soon as I sell one item on a different platform that I wasn't listing on before, then it pays for itself. It pays for itself in simply selling one item for my whole month of my Vendoo subscription. So if you guys are interested in trying out Vendoo and really cross-listing and trying to invest in your business, then check out my link in the description down below and you'll get 25% off your first month, and it helps to support my channel. So thank you to Vendoo again, but now let's head back into the bins. I've got a full Hulkin of shoes, otherwise I'd pick these up. These are Oboes, but they have some wear on the front, so I'm gonna leave those, but usually a great brand. I would say I've hit fever dream status, where I don't even remember everything I grabbed. I have so many good things in here. Lots of swirls on the top. I'm gonna take it back to my cart now, and then, wow, I'll sort it at one point, but they're getting ready to do a bag rotation, so we're gonna go that way now, but I need to unload this before I do that, so I have enough room. These are cute cards. I'm so distracted. So we're getting ready to do some clothing and a bag rotation. And I decided to go over the clothing because the last time I got a bag of clothing, you guys know I found a Coach bag inside, and so that was really exciting. I'm going to try that again. And so if I have time, I'll go over the accessories and like purses rotation over there, the top of the screen, but I think we're going to risk it over here first. I have found so many shoes already, so I don't need to find tons more. Hopefully I do, but I'm having a lot of fun because I'm also here with a friend, which makes it such a difference when you are thrifting in the bins. It's so nice to have a friend. So yeah, let's see. I emptied out my Hulkin. I did find a pair of Halflinger slippers while I was over, just walking over here. So those are pretty cool. They're like a purple. They might have some, they have some holes on them, so maybe I won't get them, but we'll see. I'm excited. Finding some good stuff. So I'm really going through this late. Looks like a little faux Louis. I saw this. I just saw the strap. I saw it says Athleta. And I've never seen a bag like this, but it's really interesting. Kind of like a weekender bag, maybe. Put it in the little Hulkin. This is definitely a fake. All the peeling. Dead giveaway. But I found a few things so far. I did pull out 2 Ella Bean little pullovers, but I'm not super excited about them. So I think I might ask my friend if she wants them. They are pretty cool, but I found so many other things that I'm much more excited about. Like even I found this amazing little frame. It's like 2 swans. I think it's actual silver. It says on the back too that not to use silver polish, that it's also tarnish resistant, so that's pretty cool. And then I also found this little vintage Christmas sweater with a dog on it, and I'm a huge dog person, so I think I might get that for myself. Those are super cool. I have no idea what brand this is. I'm still looking this up, but that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw those back. So I found this really cool vintage ski jacket. This is the back of it. And I've decided I'm going to throw it back. But I wanted to show you guys it because it always makes me feel so much better to show it. It's a really cool ski jacket. It has these toggles for the closure too, but look at this, like it's just so dirty, and this is kind of like sticky, so I don't think it's going to come off very easily. It's absolutely insane. It's a size small as well. It's really cool. I might find a grungy guy, give it to him, garner some goodwill, but it's so neat, but it's just so messy, so dirty. I'd have to do so much stain treatment. Will I do all the stain treatment I want to it? Probably not. And then it'll sit for forever and it smells really bad. So I'm going to throw it back. But it's absolutely amazing. So I at least wanted to show you guys so you guys can see it. I've been digging in here for a while and I'm not really finding many more shoes. So I might give it a little pause. Might stop looking through the shoes now. I've broken so many fingernails. I don't know if you can see. That one in particular is pretty rough. And this is why I do not get my nails done, pretty much ever. Because if you're digging through the bins, you're sure to destroy them. And I've done it so many times. These are cute. But I'd try to look on the inside here and figure out what they are. They're probably Target. That's how it always goes, it feels like. I've never seen a pair of Uggs like this. But they are real leather. So I'm assuming they're probably a good pickup. I might look them up, but pretty interesting at least. And then these really cool New Balances I pulled out. I love the color scheme. Really good shape too, so I think I'm gonna grab those. Oh, it is really cute. Ooh, okay, I think I get it. I like it. I wish that this was not the shortest sleeve in the world on me, but what can you do? I was so excited when I pulled these out of a bin. That is so exciting. A pair of Dojos, size 26, kind of small, but they look to be in really great shape. I love selling a Dojo. Definitely will sell those. Well, I've got to go through all my shoes in here, but these Birkies are in great condition. They look like they've never even been worn, which is awesome. This pair of P48s, if this is peeling, oh no, it's not peeling, it is intentional, so maybe I'll get these. I'll have to look, make sure they're in good enough shape. There's a Myra bag. I've got a pair of Hunter boots in here. These I'm so excited about. These are actually my size. These chocolate brown Birkenstock clogs. So exciting. I need to go through and check to make sure I have everything that I need, that I want. Got a lot of things that I'm kind of on the fence about. I do have this Ralph Lauren like robe I'm thinking about getting, this Athleta bag you guys saw earlier. I need to go through all the shoes. I do have this little bag that I've grabbed full of things that I was able to grab. I got this cool little Champion sweatshirt that's striped in here, and then not two pairs, but like one Lululemon tank top and one Lululemon pair of leggings in there. So I'm feeling really good. I feel like it's going really well. I also found this like vintage looking Aeropostale little bag that I'm planning to put all of my finds in. Oh my gosh, I forgot this is my bag too. Okay, I gotta go through this too. Get those Madewell jeans. I think they're my size, so I'm gonna grab those. I like the New Balances that I found. I think I'm gonna get the Ugg boots. I'll make sure I should get them. And these I feel like were in great shape. These Air Maxes. They look to be really nice. I'll maybe do a little lookup of those as well. I never found the second one of this, unfortunately, but keep on sorting, keep on trucking. So I'm down to these shoes that I'm sorting through, and I'm really torn because I have so many great things. Like these Ralph Lauren Country. These are amazing, okay? Now here's the problem. I gotta find the one that matches. Like, they have some spots on them. Like, I could suede clean these pretty easily. The problem is the backs. The backs are really off center. Like, somebody wore these one way, so I feel like I don't know if I can get them. Unless they were resold, I feel like it would be impossible to wear these unless your foot also moved in that exact same way. So I'm really struggling, but these are so cool. Like, these men's, their size, what? It's like an 8.5. Vintage from the 80s or 90s, probably Ralph Lauren. Amazing. Same person donated these, probably to these Barney's New York. These ones are significantly better on the back, so I might end up getting these. I'd have to get a new lace for them, which I do have laces, but I think they're beautiful, these Barney's shoes. I should make sure that they should sell well. But these, actually, one of these was tied up with the Ralph Lauren one, and I had to unsort these. Luckily, I found both. But these are also a great brand. These are Salvatore Ferragamo, made in Italy, vintage ones. Really cool. But they have the exact same problem to the backs that the Polo Ralph Lauren Country ones did. And they're really intense. So I'm really torn on if I should get them or not. They're such beautiful shoes. But what would you guys do? I need your help. I wish you were here right now. My friend had to leave, and I'm really torn on what I should do because they're so pretty. So I've got those, all three of those that I needed to make decisions on. And then I have some other things that are significantly in better shape, like these Echo shoes that, I don't know, I might get them. We'll see. So I decided it would have been smart for me to post a story on my Instagram asking people if they think I should get these things in real time. And so I did. I just went over by the door and did that. And now I'm going to just, meander through. Look at these. A pair of Danskos. Not bad. I'll double check the bottoms, of course. Oh, you can tell already that they're cracked right there. So I'm going to leave those. But anyways, so now I'm going to wait until some of you guys, my friends, give me your advice. What do you think I should do about these little shoes? But also, I'm finding some good things as I'm just looking through, like these hunter boots. They probably could use a little wash, but those are nice. I have never sold one like that. That's like that shorter kind. I found a couple of the other kind while I've been there, but they were in pretty bad shape, so I left them, but these are really cool. I might look those up if I can get some signal, but I've been here since, 10 a.m.? It is almost 3 o'clock. I think I'm going to leave here soon. I've been here for, 4 or 5 hours? So I'll look these up, though. These are cool. And then maybe I'll do a little once through in the places where people like to throw things back, sort my shoes, and then I should be good to go. And I'll show you guys everything I got, of course, when we get home. Okay, friends, we're back home, and I was a successful little trash digger today. I found so many good pieces. It was so nice to have a friend there. It wasn't just me by myself. Oh, I thought it was my neighbor coming home. My neighbor hates us. He hates us so much. I haven't done anything to him. Oh, it was my neighbor. I had so much fun actually having somebody there to chat with, to ask opinions of. Sometimes you need a real life opinion. I actually, after she left, I did have to turn to Instagram and I was like, y'all, I don't know what to do. Should I get this? Should I not? And you guys were really helpful in helping me figure that out. So thank you for anyone who replied to me on Instagram. Also follow me on Instagram if you're not already. So in total, I spent $109.89. I got 29 pounds of clothing at $1.89 per pound, and then I got 14 pairs of shoes. The shoes were giving me life yesterday, that's for sure. So that's what I spent in total, and a lot of that too, I got some stuff for myself and mostly for like friends and family. So I did buy 13 pounds of clothing and then a few pairs of shoes for myself and other people, and so I spent $32 of that on ourselves, and so we only spent $77.82 for the challenge, which I feel like is amazing, especially considering how many pairs of shoes. My entire Hulken is full of shoes to resell, and that usually turns about the most profit for me. So because of that, we spent the $77. So our ending total today, we're back under the $8,000 mark, unfortunately, but I really need a list. I'm going to list this week. I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to get things pictured and listed. I have so many things to catch up on. Summer is a crazy time to be doing this, but we have $7,958.09 to end today's total with. So we still have almost $8,000 worth of profit. So still a good amount, but Less than $100 of the bins is a feat for me, let me tell you. Okay, let's start with some of the most exciting pieces. I am so excited about this sweatshirt. This is the coolest thing I feel like I found all day, and it happened in the first like 5 minutes. I was looking in the discarded bins. People had thrown things back. This amazing vintage Phantom of the Opera sweatshirt is so cool. It's from Millenetics, Toronto, Canada, which is so cool. Look at the tag, but the real kicker here is look at these buttons. Those are absolutely amazing. These vintage, the little mask buttons. If anybody has seen the Phantom of the Opera, I literally grew up watching it probably every week from the library. My sister and I were obsessed. We would go to the library all the time. I know all of the songs. Anyways, I was really hoping this would fit me, and it's a bit small. It's a size, let me see, it's a size medium, but it's definitely vintage. I would say it fits like a size small. And so I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work for me, but I do think that this should resell for great money. Because it's vintage, because of these cool factors on it, I do think that I can probably list it around $50. Like, that is a cool find. If there's a theater nerd out there like myself, I feel like they will absolutely love that. And then I found a few accessories. I didn't mean to. I really kind of avoided the bag flip. I feel like people go crazy during them, and it's like worse than the shoe flips by far. But I did find a few pieces after I had looked through. They missed a lot of good things. They always do. But this is a little bag, and it looks kind of unassuming from the front, but this is actually a Myra bag, and I've had pretty good luck selling Myra bags, and I do think that I'm probably going to stick. Maybe this would be a great Whatnot Show item. I do need to do another Whatnot Show coming up here soon. I do enjoy doing them. They also I have really pretty bad asthma and allergies, and especially during the summer, like I have an asthma attack every time I do a Whatnot Show, and it's really kind of, playing with fire a little bit. So I try to space them out so I'm not overexerting myself. But this would be a good piece to put in a Whatnot Show. And maybe if I have Jeremy be more interactive in a Whatnot Show, it might not be as horrible for my health, but we'll see. Okay, so I got those things. And then let me talk about, I found some great jeans in the bins. I am not usually a girl that's going to go looking through the jeans section, but I do know a lot about jeans brands. I found this pair of jeans, and this was on my radar because I just sold a pair of NYDJ Not Your Daughter's jeans, and they were brand new with tags, and I think I sold them for like $50. This is another pair of NYDJ jeans, and these are also brand new with tags, which is amazing. And I also have the style name, which is super important. These are the Teresa Trouser in the Denzyme wash, I'm assuming, and it says it's a size 6. It has the inseam is 33 inches. Like, oh my gosh, please make my life easier. These are a dark wash, kind of like wide leg trouser jean. Perfect. Love that. Brand new with tags. These retail for well over $100. It doesn't tell me the price on here, but I can guarantee you probably at least $150 for those brand new. I found them in the bins. I paid what? Maybe $1 or $2 for that? That's a great find. Very pleased with those. And so those should do great. And then in the same bin, I found these 2 pairs of jeans too. So initially I picked up these because I was like, I think these might fit me. Maybe I'll love them. I found a pair of Madewell jeans, and a lot of the Madewell jeans I feel like have kind of fallen off. They're not selling for as much as they used to. I don't pick up the skinny jeans anymore. They just don't sell. But I did find a good size pair of Madewell jeans. These are a size 32 tall. So I think that's like around a size 14 tall. I tried these on and they fit me. What up? But I just don't think they're for me. Like, the style of them is not for me. They're the slim boy jean, but they're in perfect condition, really nice. They have all the elastic in the crotch. That's what we like to see. A beautiful pair of jeans. So I think I will sell them either in a Whatnot Show, or I'll sell them for maybe like $30 maybe on my Poshmark, eBay, Depop. I will cross list them obviously with Vendu and get them everywhere. I was absolutely mind-boggling shocked when I found these jeans in that bin. I pulled these out and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I have not found a pair of dojo jeans in a long time, and not one in this great of condition. 7 for All Mankind. The dojo jean, there's something about the dojo jean, it just sells so well. A lot of other styles from 7 for All Mankind just don't sell for me. These ones are a consistent seller. So they have the 7 embroidered on the pockets, and then they are kind of like a bootcut kind of flare jean. These are amazing. Every time I have them, they sell usually really fast for around $75, sometimes more, depending on which wash you find. These are a size 26, and I'm just like over the moon about these. Also, they're in great condition because the dojo is not like worn off. This peels quite easily. The 7 for All Mankind logo, whatever they use, it peels super easily, and it's not peeled off like at all, which is absolutely amazing. Okay, let's jump into some of the shoes I found because the shoes are wild. I spent so much time staring at these shoes. I did buy these. Okay. If you were watching my Instagram stories, I was asking you guys for your opinions because I could not decide what to do about these. These have quite a bit of wear on the backs of the feet. They are a little off-sided. So somebody kind of walked a little strange and wore their shoes a little strange. Now, these are, though, an amazing brand. These are Ralph Lauren Country, which is vintage. So these are probably from the 90s. Ralph Lauren is having such a moment. It is a great brand to resell. Always has been. I feel like it's even better right now. Finding vintage, finding embroidered, finding a sweater with the polo bear on it. If you found the bear, you guys would be freaking like rolling in money. I decided to get these anyway because I did try them on and they fit me. So worst case scenario, if I start listing these and decide, wow, these are not going to sell for much because of the backs, then I will just keep them for myself and I will wear them because I think they're really cool. And also I tried them on and a lady came up to me and she was super cool and she said that I looked cool in them. And I was like, okay, convince me, why don't you? So these are amazing. They're leather. They're so cool. And they're a size 8.5 D. So a men's 8.5. Ooh, they might be a little big for me, but I can wear a thick sock. But these, if they were not having that wear pattern, I think would resell for like $100 easy. So I'll do some more research now that I'm home. I do not regret buying these. I think this was a good pickup. I did put the Ferragamo shoes back. The people were a little bit mixed on what I should do with the Ferragamo. They were more on the let it go, pass on it. And this one I would say was like 50-50. So I just had to get it for $350 just to have peace of mind. Ferragamos I did put back, but I think that I made the right decision. But let me know what you guys would do. If you aren't following me on Instagram, then please go follow me so you can help me in the future. I need the help. Sometimes you just need an opinion. Even when you know a lot, you need an opinion. I did grab these little Donald J. Pliner shoes. I personally don't love this style for me. Like, I would not wear something like this, but I don't have to like something in order to make money from it. It has this perforated leather. I think I might have even sold these exact same shoes before. That would not surprise me. I'm gonna need a flashlight and a magnifying glass. I think these are the Nyla. Can't tell you the size. I would say from looking at it like an 8 around there. Anywho, $350 for those. Donald Pliner sells for great money, usually around $40-50. That's what the inside looks like. And they also have the J on it. These are a nice pair of Donald Pliner shoes. I found so many Sorel boots in the bins. There's always so many there and they make me great money. I was a little bit selective because I found so many today. I made sure they were all in great shape. These ones I thought were really nice with the little heeled boot. I thought those were cool. You can still read the Sorel on the back. Looked to be in great shape. These actually came from a Salvation Army because they had these listed at $22 in store, which I find to be a little wild. I do feel like the Salvation Armies around me here in Detroit kind of mark things up quite a bit. I think they would do better just selling things for less money and then not having everything go to the bins and then go to the landfill. That's my personal opinion, but these are a size 7, a women's size 7, and I think these are really cute. I really like that for winter, and so again, a pair of boots for $350 is quite insane, so I do think that that was worthwhile. Now these are amazing. These are a project. I'm gonna have to do some leather conditioning on these. I guess I don't have to. It is the look. These vintage Doc Martens are amazing. I have not had a pair like this in a while. I have had a low Doc Marten that was made in England that I sold in the last few years, and that sold for good money. These are the vintage, like 90s, made in England Doc Martens. They are pretty in great shape, honestly. For them being as old as they are, I am shocked at how well they look to be. The only thing that I can find that's wrong with them, they do have some minor scuffs and stuff, not a huge deal. These are really cool, like really cool. I can't believe I found these. one side does have the pull tag on the back. This side does not. I think that it must have, you know, torn off. But we still have it on one side. So that is the only like real flaw. I know you can see the wear to this. A lot of this is just dry leather. I do have Doc Martens Wonder Balsam, which does wonders for shoes like this. So I'm going to make it a priority. Maybe I will do that even today. I will try my best, friends, to actually get some of that actually done, because I really, really need to. And then the other pair of shoes, I didn't even put these on my story. I was still on the fence about these two. These are in the best condition of the backs. Somebody donated all three of these pairs of shoes. The Salvatore Ferragamos, these, and those Polo Ralph Lauren Country. These are actually from Barney's, New York, and they're made in Italy. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful leather. Again, vintage. I love all of the working on this leather. Look at how stunning all of that is. I tried these on too, and these also fit me. So if nothing else, I will keep these for myself. I really feel like even with some wear, these beautiful Barney's New York vintage Italian leather shoes, I feel like somebody's got to want them, right? Like I want them. Somebody else has to want them. And then the last pair of shoes I pulled out of that same bin, I found all three of those men's shoes and this pair of women's heels on the same bin. These are a beautiful patent leather little peep toe heel, and these are from Saks Fifth Avenue. So kind of a high, gorgeous plum maroon color, really pretty, and they are from a vintage, I would say, Saks Fifth Avenue shoe. Really cool. These are size 8, and I just thought, wow, while in Rome, am I right? These are really beautiful. $3.50 for those. I stumbled upon another shoe bin. At my bins, they have these giant pallets, and then everybody's throwing the shoes out of the pallets into the bins, and then you can dig through the bins later. I found these. Somebody had already thrown these in. I found 2 pairs of Diesel sneakers. So this first pair is kind of like a slip-on style, really interesting, and then it says Diesel, obviously there on the tongue, as well as on the bottoms. Really cool. If you guys don't know Diesel, Diesel is a nicer brand. Like I would say probably on the tier of designer. These are real leather and they are in a size 8, so women's size 8. Gorgeous pair of Diesel sneakers. Those are super cool. Those are super cool. And then I also found this pair of Diesel sneakers as well. These ones have a little bit of some wear on the leather, the suede pieces. I do have a suede brush where I can brush and try to get some of the discoloration off of them, but I do think these are really cool too, with the bottoms too in that condition. Amazing. And then here is the Diesel logo on the tongue, and these are also in a size 8. So yeah, the same person probably donated both of these. Really cool pairs of shoes. I didn't look up comps. I don't know if I've been telling you guys comps on any of these shoes. I would imagine I would resell the Saks Fifth Avenue pumps. I'm hoping for like $30, $35 on those. The Barney's New York and the Ralph Lauren Country, those ones I'm hoping 75 to 100. The Sorel boots, I would say I'm gonna list probably around 50. The Doc Martens, after I clean them up, those will probably be listed around 100. It's somewhere between 100 and 200 is my guess, because the Made in England make them more sought after, really high price attached to that. And then we have the 2 pairs of Diesel sneakers. I don't really know. I've not sold Diesel sneakers before, but my guess is I'll resell them. I'll probably list them between 35 and $50. Could be a little bit more. And let me remind you, there's 14 pairs of shoes. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I recorded this on camera while I was waiting for some people's help to come in on my Instagram. I just was walking through the shoe bins and I happened to see these. I happened to find these hunter boots. These have the these are more like a utilitarian hunter boot. I've never seen a pair like this where they're like a combat kind of boot. Very interesting. I think these are called the Hunter Commando boots, if I remember correctly. These are a women's pair of like snow and rain and winter kind of like schlepping boots. And these are really sought after. These would resell for more than the tall rubber hunter boots. I'm not sure of the sizing. I'm going to have to figure that out. I bet it's deep on the inside there where I just can't reach right now. But I would say from looking at it, it's probably like a size 8 or 9. But these are really cool. I saw comps listed for around $75. Not bad. For $3.50, not bad. Then I found this pair of Sorels. I have sold this very same style many times now, I feel like. I couldn't tell you what the name of it is, but it is this chunky, heeled Sorel boot. These are also really nice. The wear on them, I feel like, makes them look even better. They look to be in great shape. I like them. I think they'll sell for around 40 bucks, maybe 50. And these are in a women's size 8. A lot of women's size 8, which is a great size to be selling for women's shoes. Let's cross over to some more clothing, and then I'll show you the rest of the shoes as well. I was really excited to find 2 different Lululemon pieces in the bins. This also still has the pull tag on it, which is shocking indeed. But we have this little kind of, I would say tank top, bra tank top going on. And it does have the silver little hit here in the back, but it's a size 8 from Lululemon. Looks really good. And I think it's from 2022, so it's not too old. I like the color. It's kind of like a berry. It might be raspberry red, honestly. And then I also found these in the same bin. These are a very interesting pattern to them. These are this like green, I don't even know what you would call this pattern, from a Lululemon legging, but it has the hit here on the back. And then these are in really good shape. Like the crotch is completely clear. Like I feel like no wear at all to these. And so that's awesome. I would assume based off of finding in the same bin. Oh, look, these are a size 6. Okay. So these are older than the other piece because there's no numbers and letters going around the size dot on these. So I did pick these up with the intention of taking these into the Lululemon trade-in program. But I also, now that I'm thinking about it, I could put these in a Whatnot show. So if there's a Whatnot show coming up, I will put those details in the description box. But I do think that these would be honestly pretty prime Whatnot show pieces. So I might put them in the show. I also found this. I think this might have been the same. This is so cute. Look at this cropped Champion striped sweatshirt. Is that not adorable? Another great piece that would be good for Whatnot, or I could sell it myself as well. This is a size extra small from Champion. It's reverse weave, which is always great. I just thought this was truly darling. I feel like this was probably sold at like Urban Outfitters or something. So adorable. I would say that could probably resell for 25 bucks. This Athleta bag I showed you guys as I found it. I've never seen anything like this with the Athleta crossbody. Then it has all these pockets on the inside. Really nice bag, to be honest. It even has the laptop like holder in the middle here. I feel like this is like a weekender bag. Really beautiful condition. No flaws, no signs of wear. Really clean. I don't think anybody ever used this. Every single zipper has the Athleta logo on it. Like really well made. I would say that this, I would be shocked if it resold for less than 50 bucks. As a reminder, we spent $70 on literally everything we got, and we're still going. Like, what a time. This, I was thinking I would lot these together. I have 3 little kids pieces, and you guys were just hearing me talk about how a lot of kids pieces have been doing really well for me lately, especially vintage. I did find these 3 together in a bin, and these are a great brand to know for kids pieces, and that is Little Bipsy, which I don't know everything about kids pieces, but I do watch and listen to other people who do, and Little Bipsy is something that they are always talking about. I found 3 shirts, one in white, one in a 3T4T gray, and one in a 3T4T white as well. These 2 are long sleeve, and then I have 1 short sleeve. I found another one too, but it had stains on it, but I was thinking I could lot all 3 of those together, and I probably, all 3 together, I can lot them and sell them for 30 to 50 bucks. Like, they're actually quite expensive on the resale market. I found the most darling little Carhartt overalls. I also will be selling these. You guys saw earlier in this video that I sold a vintage pair with railroad stripes for $18. I think these are truly adorable. The little true like Carhartt brown color that has cursive Carhartt with a ruffle across the front. Like, look at these cutie pie, I would assume little girl Carhartts. And then it has a little heart on it as well. Absolutely adorable. These are a size 4T. Oh, it was a 2-piece set. Never saw the inside, but that's okay. This is the important part, the little overalls. So adorable. 4T, what a great size. I assume those will resell for like 25 bucks. Or I could put them in the Whatnot show. Either way. Then this I found based off of feel. I'm really looking for some great fabrics when I'm in the bins. This beautiful sweater is a cable knit, which is so popular, so sought after, has the turtleneck on it. And I cannot tell you the last time I picked up Duluth Trading Company. It's not like something I usually find, but I did see this sweater. I think it's beautiful. It's a size small, but it's 75% wool, 20% nylon, and 5% cashmere. So it's a wool and cashmere blend sweater. So pretty, so stunning. And then it has a curved hem to it. And also, I would say this fits more, it's going to be a little oversized for a small. I would say more like a medium. It's definitely a women's piece. Gorgeous cream color, no stains, no flaws. Got to pinch myself. Hopefully no flaws. Maybe I missed one. I don't think I did. I always like to double check about 1 billion times. Okay. Are you ready for some more shoes? Let's jump into the shoes down here. Okay, I think these are super cool. Look at these Nike Air Maxes. They were asking, what, $12 for these at Salvation Army, which I think I might have paid for these, honestly. I am really, really bad at selling Nike shoes. I am the first to admit it. I will pick up a pair of Nike shoes and I'm thinking they're so cool, they're gonna sell for tons of money, and then they don't, or they never sell. Or I pick up a pair and I underprice them and then they sell like lickety split. I don't know. There's so many styles. I am not a Nike girl. If you are, let me know. I looked these up and they said these are the Nike Air Maxes 90s in green. Based off of that, there's no holes on the inside. Based off of the comps, I think these should sell for like $50 to $75. But every time I find Nike, I'm always disappointed. Maybe it's just me. I just don't know enough. I need to do more research. These are size 9.5, a men's size 9.5. And dear Lord, I hope this time I did a good job. These are really cool looking. Aren't those cool looking? So I hope that I am correct on this. Let me know what you guys think. I always regret, I feel like, whatever shoe I pick up from Nike, unfortunately. Then I found these. These were rubber band together, and I was shocked to just like lean down and grab these out of a bin. These are Birkies, also known as Birkenstocks. And look at the condition. Look at the freaking condition, my friends. It does not even look like it's been worn. Look at the bottoms. Pristine. Pristine. You could lick the bottoms of these shoes. Just kidding. Don't do that. That's disgusting. But these are in a lady size 10, a 41. And then these are Birkies. And I've never seen this style before with like all the different crossovers. Really interesting, right? Great condition. Absolutely shocking. I think I can sell these for $40 to $50. I really do. I think these might have been from QVC. I don't know. It says these were $70 on sale or something at one point. I mean, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Size 10? Heck yeah. Brand spanking new. $350? That's a mindless yes. That has to be a yes for me. And then we have these. These are a pair of loafers from Echo. I have 2 more pairs of shoes and then 1 pair for myself. Hopefully you guys are not, bored. I feel like this is fun, right? Please let me know if it's fun. Okay, here we go. Here's a pair of like loafers. These are kind of a multicolored block coloring, but these are from Echo, and I do like to pick up Echo. These are in really great shape, which is why I also decided to pick them up. Beautiful condition, looks amazing. The white is pristine, and it looks like they've hardly ever been worn, if ever. Beautiful pair of shoes, and the comps look like I could sell these for around $40. So, of course, I said yes. $350 to $40, easy. Easy yes. Then these New Balances are so cute. These are freaking adorable. These are a New Balance 327. I am shooketh. I dug these. I was literally leaning over that pallet on like all the pressure on my stomach, like dying, armpits aching, digging because I saw these in the bottom of the bin. I grabbed them, pulled them out, and I do think they're really cool. Like, look how cute. Look how cute these are. I have not found a color blocked pair like this in a long time. These are a size 6 or European 38.5. So I would say these are a women's size 8 or a men's size 6. Absolutely stunning color scheme. Beautiful condition. So cute. So happy I grabbed those for $350. Then I just found in an estate sale video, let me know if you guys remember me finding this. I found a shirt very similar to this that had embroidery on the back. The estate sale people, one of them at a different sale was asking like $40, $50 for a shirt like this. I found this Tommy Bahama little embroidered shirt in the bins for $1. So I picked it up. This is a size medium, 55% silk. So again, silk blend. And then it has this parrot, I would say, on the back, drinking a margarita. I don't know anything. It says tequila mocking parrot. No idea. I do know that the one I picked up I did list, and I think I listed it for $40 or $50. So I thought, okay, for $1, let's pick her up. I don't know if I mentioned this, but for the New Balances, I need to look these up. I would assume at least $50. Look how cute those are. Those are amazing. Love that. Picked this up to put in a whatnot show, perhaps. This I thought was really pretty. It's a bohemian embroidered blouse. It's from Lucky Brand, which I don't pick up often, only when it's cheap in the right style. But look at the embroidery on this. I think it's stunning. Beautiful color. It's a size medium from Lucky Brand. I did feel like this would be a great whatnot show item. Beautiful style. Absolutely stunning piece. It's probably cotton. It feels like cotton. Then again, I picked these up. I had debated on these for so long. I was just staring at these Madras shorts. These are kind of like that patchwork style. Very popular, was a very 90s thing. Washed, stoned, and beaten. These are, it says vintage 1946. Is that the brand? I've never picked this up before. I don't have a size on these, unfortunately, so I'd have to measure. This also might be a good whatnot item, so I don't have to measure. Oh, look, a size. Let's see. They're size 36, 100% cotton, made in India. Really cool. So I think that if I list these, especially on Depop, I can see these going quickly for like 25 bucks, maybe more. Really preppy, pretty cool. I grabbed this at the very end after I was getting ready to check out. I found this North Face backpack just in the throwbacks area. It has the rose gold little poles and then rose gold, some sparkly stitching. I picked this up to take to the North Face trade-in program because there is a little hole over here in one of the mesh pockets, but I still thought it'd be worth it. They'll probably give me at least 10 bucks for that. And then I have the one pair of shoes I got for myself. I'm so excited about these. Y'all, I don't know if you can tell. I am so over the moon. I'm so excited. I found these chocolate brown Birkenstock clogs in my size. I'm so excited. These are a size 9. I desperately want these to fit my feet. I'm gonna try them on right now, live on camera. I'm so excited about these. I am like a 9 traditionally, sometimes a 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they fit perfect. I'm so happy for $3.50. I feel so cool. I own a pair of Birkenstock clogs and I only paid $3. What up? So exciting. Oh my gosh, you guys want to see? Look, they fit perfect, guys, look. And then I was gonna keep this for myself. I don't know, did I find this in a bag? I must have. I can't believe it was just lying about because they don't have any home goods usually. I found this picture frame, this beautiful, gorgeous picture frame with these swans. I looked this up. People have sold this for like $40 to $60. I was planning to keep it for myself because it very much so fits the vibe of my home. But I do think it is real silver. It was made in Hong Kong, so it's vintage. And then it says tarnish resistant, clean with soft damp cloth, no silver polish. Real silver? Who am I becoming? Well, I'm still the same person. I'm very thrifty, but a little bougie too? What? Okay. So I got that. I got the shoes that I'm currently wearing on my feet. I'm wearing socks too, so anybody freaking out, don't be freaking out. And then I did get like 4 or 5 items for myself. I got like 30 billion things for other people. So keep that in mind as well. I'm not gonna show you all of that. I found this cute little Nike sweatshirt for a little kiddo. I love the back. I thought that was so cute. What size are you? 4T, adorable. I found this vintage Pokemon shirt. I haven't even shown this to my husband yet. He's gonna freak out when he sees that. Amazing. No size. You guys saw me find this, I think right off the bat. This cute little baby bears dancing ruffled shirt. I think it's adorable. This really lightweight 100% silk little scarf that I was thinking would be so cute to tie in an ascot around my neck. Oh, I'm always on the hunt for really high quality little scarves like this that I can either wear or I can tie around a bag. I just think this is so pretty and so preppy. I'm in that prep style right now, you guys know. But like, just imagine, tied around the neck. I love it. I'm obsessed. It'll stay on the rest of the video. Then I found this little corduroy jacket from Gap. It's in a size extra large, which would fit me usually perfectly. For some reason, the sleeves are the shortest thing known to man. So like a real short sleeve, but I'm just gonna cuff them up. But I thought this was so cute. Look at how adorable that brown is. Love that. From Gap, it's 97% cotton. Love that for me. So exciting. And then the very last thing I got is this Ralph Lauren bathrobe. So cool. Look at this. Has the embroidered LRL on the sleeve. So neat. And I was just thinking about this, how I got rid of my bathrobe because I never wore it back when I lived in India. But now I'm getting up with my husband early in the morning and I'm going outside and sometimes taking the trash can out. It would be so nice to have something I could just throw on so I don't feel like I'm showing all the neighbors my pajamas. I don't even know if you can see, probably not. So exciting. It hits about my knees. I feel so bougie. I'm wearing my new ascot. I'm wearing my new bathrobe. I'm wearing my new Birkenstocks. It's quite the look. I'll leave them on for you. You're welcome. So I got all that for like 70 something bucks. Incredible deals. I got some more things too that I'm going to gift to people. I don't want to show everything to you guys, but everything to resell and everything for myself, you guys have seen. I love this little bathrobe. I'm so cool. Okay, so that's everything. I had so much fun going to the bins. I feel like what a time. Why have I not been there in a while? Really is the best place to get things. So incredible, the deals that you can get. Very pleased with all of that. And so we still have almost $8,000 worth of profit. I'm sure next week we'll get a little bit higher on that. I need to get going on listing these things, throwing some things through the wash, you know, all the shebang, all the everyday projects I need to do. Thank you again to Vendu for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to try out Vendu and use them to cross list all of your pieces, then you can use my link down in the description box and I'll give you 25% off your first month. But thank you guys so much for watching and I'll catch you guys in next week's episode. Bye.